Holy smokes, Thanksgiving's here. Wow. Well, time to talk about what's going on at the end of 2023 for real estate in Sacramento. Hey everybody, Doug Reynolds here, your Sacramento area realtor. This is a monthly video update I do about Sacramento real estate, diving into the stats and the data, what's going on with the market to help you as a buyer or a seller stay informed. I've been selling real estate in Sacramento for over 17 years and just love talking stats and everything. So we are at the end of November, beginning of December 2023. And we're going to talk about the stats for October and then what's going on with the market right now, okay? So let's take a look. October 2023 stats. All right. Now we've got an interesting combination of some kind of normal seasonal type things as well as non-seasonal type things going on in the market right now. So listings published this month. It's pretty common that as you start hitting October, November, December, traditionally there is less and less new listings coming on the market. So we would expect that. So new listings published this month, 1,093. That is 4% less than September and 9% less than a year ago. So we've got less new properties coming on right now compared to a month ago, also compared to a year ago. But now look, active listing inventory. This is what's currently available at this moment right now. It actually went up from September to October. So we're at 1,437 right now. That's up 5% from a month ago. So we've got kind of some properties that are left over that haven't been moving into pending sales status. And so the active inventory actually went up a little bit. So that's a little bit uncommon at this time of year. But still, as you can see, we're 35% less available homes right now than we were a year ago. So yeah, the active inventory went up 5%, but it's still 35% less than we had a year ago. Okay, now pending sales. This is really the story of the market, is kind of the low inventory, like we just talked about a second ago, combined with low sales volume. So only 846 pending sales. That's a quite low number. That's 13% less than September and also almost 14% less than a year ago. So we do not have a whole lot of pending sales going on, but we also don't have a whole lot of inventory going on. Kind of an interesting, unique combination there. Dropping down to total number of closed escrows, 837, very low number. That's 5% less than a month ago, and that is about 8% less than a year ago. So as you can see, comparing this year to last year had a lot more inventory and a lot less amount of sales. This year, it's just not a whole lot of inventory and not a whole lot of sales going on. So when you combine those two things, our months worth of inventory, 1.7 months worth of inventory, that basically means if we had no new homes come on the market, at the rate that we're selling homes, we'd run out of homes to sell in 1.7 months. That leans towards a bit of a seller's market, but the dynamic with rates being pretty on the higher side in recent years, it's more of a bit of a mixed bag. Some properties are selling very quickly, favoring the sellers. Other properties are sitting, taking a lot longer, and favoring the buyers. Now, median sales price, it's been kind of hovering in this range for the majority of 2023 here in the middle of the year. We're at 548, up a tiny bit from a month ago, and that's up almost 8% from a year ago. So interesting dynamic. We expect to see this time of year the amount of new listings kind of tapering off. We usually tend to see the amount of pendings and closed sales start to taper off as well. We are seeing that, but an interesting dynamic was the active available homes at this moment in time right now kind of bounced up a little bit. That's just due to the fact that just not as much sales going on to take those off of the market and go into pending status. Now, I mentioned interest rates. A lot of this data that we just talked about right now is from when rates actually shot up above 8%. And so that really caused an even more of a pullback from the buyers in the market. It also caused a pullback of sellers not putting their house on the market, because then they got to go and buy something as well too. Since then, rates have kind of trickled down. We've actually gotten below 7.5 for a little while. So it's an interesting dynamic. Really, the wild card is interest rates. If rates will continue to trickle down, if we get below 7 and we get into the 6s, we'll probably start to see more homes come on the market. We'll also probably start to see more pending sales and more closed sales occurring as well too. So that's kind of the dynamic that's going on. If you're thinking about selling, I'm working with a couple of sellers right now. We're working to get properties on the market for the end of this year. There are still buyers out there. It's just important to really price it right. The buyers that are out there, they're ready to go aggressive and go after something quickly if it's priced right, if it shows well, if you've got a great marketing package for it and everything. So follow that and you'll have success as a seller. But if you don't, we are starting to see houses are taking longer to get into escrow. Price reductions are coming on. About a third of the properties out there are having price reductions as well too. So it's kind of a mixed bag. As a seller, you want to be in this first category of having success, get a couple of offers, have a buyer that's going to stay in escrow and move through to a sale. If not, you're probably going to have to be reducing the price, negotiating some, maybe some repairs, some credits, those types of things as well too. Buyers, be prepared, be ready to write strong, clean, quick offer. Also, circle back to the ones that are been sitting on the market. They're probably willing to negotiate. They're ready to talk. Maybe a rate buy down credit, maybe some repairs, those types of things as well too. So I expect to see more of that going on as we finish up November and December of this year. Really, interest rates are the wild card right now. I'm not gonna make any predictions on that, but I think kind of the worst of the highest is probably behind us. But how quickly things will taper down is just remains to be seen. All kinds of different predictions going on out there. So if you're looking for help either selling or buying at the end of this year or starting off 2024, feel free to reach out to me. You can find my contact information at realestatewithdoug.com. Look forward to talking to you soon, and clear skies.